Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Health Discourse Ask the Doctor. This is Dr. Babalola. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed to this channel. It means a lot to me. If you are here to subscribe to this channel, feel free to do so now, because you will always be the first person to receive the notification whenever I upload new video that concerns your health and also will be of value to you and your loved one. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing a critical health condition that a lot of us, if not all, have had experienced of or are managing, or we even know certain family members that are managing this kind of health condition. And this is no other disease aside ulcer. Yes, it's ulcer. To you or to majority of the population, we call it ulcer. But medically, there are various forms of ulcer. But today I'll be discussing peptic ulcer disease, which is commonly called PUD, peptic ulcer disease. What do you understand by peptic ulcer disease? Peptic ulcer disease is the form of ulcer that occurs either in the stomach, in the upper part of the small intestine, or in the lower part of the esophagus. What do we understand by ulcer? Ulcer simply means a bridge or break in the lining of the surface. But now we are discussing about an ulcer that is occurring in these three parts of the body. So which means the bridge or a break in the lining or the mucous lining of the stomach, or the upper part of the small intestine, or the lower part of the esophagus, which is your throat. So when we're talking about ulcer, ulcer means there is that breakage in the protective layer of the stomach, of the small intestine, or the lower part of the esophagus. And whenever there is a breakage in the protective layer of an area, definitely such an area is exposed to danger. But what is the danger that we are talking about in this particular disease condition? The danger that we're talking about in this particular disease condition is the gastric acid. But because of the wisdom of God, as human beings, we can still live with such acid, because that is what helps us to digest our food. But in the process of digesting our food, if the covering of the area where the acid is located is breached and there is an opening, rather than digesting our food alone, it will now be eaten up and now be affecting and damaging the organ where they are found. So this is the simple mechanism behind what we call ulcer. And that is the reason why all the symptoms that we are going to mention will come up in individuals that have peptic ulcer disease. So what are the causes of peptic ulcer disease? The causes are numerous. However, these are the few of the causes. Delay in food eating, which has become persistent in such an individual. Long-time use of certain group of pain relievers called NSAID. These are pain relievers that belong to this group, and NSAID simply means non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. What are the other causes? Stress. You are wondering, how can stress cause this? Stress also causes that. High consumption of alcohol is another cause. Another cause of this is smoking. As a matter of fact, the major cause of peptic ulcer disease is bacterial infection. And the bacteria implicated in this particular disease condition is called Helicobacter pylori, H. pylori. And that's why whenever we want to evaluate individuals for peptic ulcer disease, we always order a blood test or a stool test whereby we analyze for H. pylori. So what are the symptoms that the individual is going to manifest that is going to show that, oh, this individual is having peptic ulcer disease? The common symptoms that most people even feel is this upper abdominal pain. The pain could be sharp or even be done in an individual so that the individual will just be calling, I have this stomach pain in this upper part of my tummy. This pain could radiate or move to the back, or you even feel it at the shoulder, the left shoulder. You feel the pain and yet you are feeling the pain in this other part of the body. What are the other symptoms? The other symptoms include vomiting or nausea feeling, indigestion. You just notice that your food no longer digests, that when you take a meal, it doesn't digest. The other symptoms is passage of black tarry feces. You just notice that your feces is now dark in color. Hematinics, that's blood tonic. Or if you are not taking blood tonic, but you notice that your feces is dark in color, there will be need for you to be evaluated and be treated accordingly. What are the other symptoms? The other symptoms include unexplainable weight loss. And just notice that you are having this weight loss and you can't even explain the cause of that. When you notice blood stain in your feces, this could be a pointer that you are having a peptic ulcer disease. Symptoms are numerous. So what are the preventive measures? The preventive measures include elimination of the use of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, which include diclofenac, ibuprofen, even the so-called alabukun that is commonly found in the West or even in the North, aspirin, even the so-called vasopressor that is being used by hypertensive patients. This could trigger peptic ulcer disease. The other preventive measure is reduction alcohol intake. This will go a long way. The other preventive measure is not mixing drug with alcohol. Some people are fond of mixing medications with alcohol or taking medication with alcohol, or just after taking medication, they go ahead to take alcohol. This should be avoided as a matter of fact. Regular washing of hands to prevent bacterial infection is another preventive measure. The other preventive measure is healthy lifestyle, regular exercise, taking healthy food and healthy meal, fruits and vegetables. This will go a long way in preventing peptic ulcer disease. For those that have peptic ulcer disease and they are managing it, whenever you have symptoms, the number one thing you want to do is, if you have not taken your meal, kindly take your meal. Use either suspension antacid or tablet form of antacid. If this cannot resolve this, there will be need for you to go to a nearby health facility for immediate and urgent medical attention. Thank you very much. I believe you've been able to gain a lot through this video. I mentioned earlier on what peptic ulcer disease is, the causes, the symptoms, as well as the preventive measure. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so now. Share this video, like this video, and also let me get your feedback through the comment section. Till I see you next time in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you very much.